Hey, everybody, welcome to the Sky Lounge podcast, episode number 180. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Follow me at the Sky Lounge on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Music. And also check out the Sky Lounge on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And without further ado, let's get started with episode number 180. What is our reality? Teetering on the edge. Preface. What a very fucking metaphysical question right off the bat, right? It's a good place to start because I often ask myself that question. Remember, kids, let you know as we go on with this episode. Opinions are like farts, okay? You can just walk away from the damage area and not say shit, all right? So keep that in mind, okay? But in my eyes, our reality is inhabited by many people, around 7.8 billion. And we are placed in the physical manifestation of our world. That is our planet, Earth. And, reality is objective and honest. There's no narratives, no feelings. What you see is what you get. Right? Have I fucking lost you at this point, kids? Have I lost any of you right now? Gotta hold your hand along, right? But maybe I'm getting a little too general. Maybe I'm getting a little too fucking philosophical here. So let's bring it down to an example, okay? If a leaf falls to the ground, eventually the leaf will wither and it'll die. Okay? The reality of what happened to that leaf is the natural process of life and death. No narrative, no feelings. What you see is what you get. And that reality is something that all living beings face, including humans. You motherfucker, all right? You, the one that's watching this or listening to this, and me, human beings, okay? And of course, human beings have evolved far more than our prototype ancestors. Right? Furthermore, our reality is relatively more advanced than what they could have ever imagined. I mean, just think about it. Just 200-300 years ago. I mean, sitting here now, comparing the science, medicine, technology, everything around us, like, doesn't even fucking compare, man. And you have to ask yourself, how did human beings get so far? How did we get here? And we got fucking smartphones. We got goddamn cars. A roof over our heads, generally speaking, for a good chunk of us. And of course, there are people who are homeless. And that's another sad reality that exists. But all the perceived bad and good included, how did human beings get so far? Well, trials and errors. Continuously pushing the boundaries on what's possible. And the ever-developing consciousness. And, of course, no shit. No shit. There are going to be many more shit, in between. But just for simplicity's sakes, we wither, trickle that shit down to three main components, really. And really, as human beings, our natural tendency is to create meaning and create context. Right? So we, as a species, will go out of our way to create meaning and context, sometimes in a not so savory manner, but listen, you see it every day. Okay, as human beings who see other human beings, right? I mean, unless you're holed up in a fucking cave somewhere and never seeing anybody. This guy, sometimes. But you see this natural tendency of human beings every day, right? Some people get a career that they deeply care about, right? They create meaning and context there, money, the title of the position that they hold in their jobs, the acquaintances they make for networking purposes, all of that. Some people start a family. They find the loved one that they could see living with them forever. They get kids. Their kids get kids. And some people find meaning in that and create context in that. And some people record a fucking podcast trying to simplify ridiculously abstract concepts to palpable, digestible pieces, i.e., this crazy motherfucker who is talking right now. And all of this in an effort to create meaning and context. All of it. And the main reason why is because that does signify some level of importance to us as a human being. I mean, when we validate our meaning, our existence, and we create these contexts and meanings to further elevate ourselves in that sphere, I mean, yeah, that's the nature of human beings, man. And there's more, I mean, I guess in a sense, there's more investment, in a sense, into it because, as we know, human beings do have an expiration date. Like the leaf, you fall, you wither, and you die. That's how that works, man. And like I said, it is crazy to see how much stuff there is right now in the world. There's just so much stuff. Technology, medicine, all the memes in the world, all these contexts and meanings, man. It's absolutely insane. And listen, when you see how much humanity has advanced in the span of 3 centuries, just think about this. 3 centuries, 300 years, okay? It's absolutely astounding to see the result of humanity's desire to keep creating context and meanings. Different ideologies, philosophies, industries, monuments, you name it, man. And look at fucking Dubai. God damn. Place is nuts. That's humans, man. It's absolutely crazy because, the world has so much to offer. There is so much to offer. So much to go see, so much to go enjoy and explore and, observe for yourself. Take it all in. There's so much in the world, man. But as we sit here in the year 2020, it is also a very morbid reminder that although it's astounding how fast humanity's growth has accelerated, it's also a horrifying realization that the more meaning and context created, the more objective reality gets buried. The smarter our society gets, the lazier people get. I do believe with where we are now in society, objective reality is something that is completely lost to people. It is. Just go on Twitter. Any goddamn day. Just go on Twitter. Okay? My ultimate worry nowadays is the fact that objective reality is being shattered by controlled fear. Manufactured fear that actually manipulates the everyday human being to behave, think, and feel a certain way, regardless of what the objective reality is showing them. And, oh god, you're going to fucking philosophy and goddamn conspiracy theories, aren't you, you fuck? Dude, it all fucking connects, alright? Fuck you. Son of a bitch. And here's the thing, this is merely an observation. And I want your uneducated ass to follow along with me on this, okay? Again, if this ride is too fucking nauseating, you can fucking jump off ship anytime, kiddo. I'm not making you stay, right? I'm just explaining how I have walked this earth, how many goddamn years at this point, and have observed a lot of just general behaviors, no matter what fucking race, ethnicity, nationality, gender you are, right? Because we're all fucking human beings. And when you make observations, you make fucking hypotheses and theories that can be wrong, but sometimes you just need to say it, man. And this objective reality that is just being completely demolished by this completely manufactured fear, it's incredible. When you see it, when you finally break out of that mold, in the very literal sense of The Matrix, right? The movie from 2000, or is it 1998 or 99? Within that within that 2 fucking year span it came out. I'm going to say The Matrix came out in 1999, but it is a very similar concept of perceived reality versus objective reality. Perceived reality is all these manufactured ideas and thoughts and feelings that is just around. And here's the thing, news networks, celebrities, athletes, politicians, and people who you have never met before keep telling you the world is a horrible place full of vitriol, evil, and malice. And because of your, not just your, mine, our collective docile de-evolution, everyday human beings just listen to the fabricated narrative because it just conveniently shows up on their smartphones, right? It's a tool of infinite possibilities, a smartphone, but also a massive fucking trap if you don't have any goddamn discipline. The worst part, from what I found out and from recent weeks, is when you accept these fabricated ideas and narratives as truths. That's the real danger. That is this genuinely worst part about the world right now. You're basically seeing just an indoctrination of the weak and scared on a day-to-day basis, hour-to-hour basis, hell, second-to-second basis, minute-to-minute. You forgot that shit, you fucking smart-ass bitch. Shut up! You get the goddamn point. Gotta be specific in everything, motherfucker. God damn, you anal retentive fuck. But listen, you fucking see this shit every day. You hear it every fucking day. Your race is superior to everyone else. Your race is inferior to this race. And you must kneel in fealty. If you are not with me, you are against me. Black versus blue. All law enforcement is evil. This race is categorically evil because of the actions of a few. You know, whenever I go through social behaviors like this, it's really depressing. Because you see the pattern, you see the general hypocrisy in all of this shit, and you see how brainwashed and how just completely indoctrinated some of these people are. And one of the main things that's popped open in the news the last 2 days or so is the Rayshard Brooks incident in Atlanta, Georgia. And kids, I don't need you to get your fucking feelings caught up in this shit. All right, I'm just gonna let you know right now. Rayshard Brooks is a criminal. Objectively, that man is a criminal, flat out. I don't care if he died. He's a fucking criminal. All right, let's lay down the goddamn scenario, okay? And I beg you, motherfucker, try arguing with me on this shit. Watch the fucking film. Then argue with me on that shit all day if you want, motherfucker. But the film don't lie. The film don't lie, bitch. There's a 45 fucking minute video. There's a 45-minute fucking video on YouTube. Okay? And it's the body cam of one of the officers who was part of the incident. So let's do a quick rundown. Okay? Quick rundown and synopsis of what actually happened. And I'm going to lay down some facts. 2 officers get a call about a car parked at a Wendy's drive-thru with the man passed out / sleeping in the car. In the middle of the fucking drive-thru. At Wendy's. In Atlanta, Georgia. The officers come to Brooks, questions him, have him step out, and then, after a conversation where the officers can tell, man's a little bit inebriated, have him take the breathalyzer test. Remember, kids, this is law right here. I'm gonna just let you know right now. The legal limit for drinking, specifically in this case, in the state of Atlanta, is 0.08%. Okay, 0.08%. Rayshard Brooks blew 0.108. So he was already over the legal limit, right? And as the officers are trying to place a cuff on Brooks, he starts struggling, breaks free, goes for one of the officers' tasers, and you can hear the officers the entire time this incident is happening, they're telling him, listen, calm down, stop fighting. Don't touch that. Don't take that. What are you doing? Stop. They're giving him every fucking warning possible to stop the nonsense. And that's what this shit is at this point. It's fucking nonsense. And mind you, this piece of shit motherfucker actually punched one of the goddamn cops. All right? So, yeah, add that shit. And Brooks takes the taser, runs off, has a taser pointed at one of the officers. Pointed straight up at the officer. At which point one of the officers, boom, shoots Brooks dead. Hours later, emotional and illiterate anarchists burn down the Wendy's in question. No matter how many dipshits actually want to argue what happened, the fact of the matter is, Rayshard Brooks is a fucking moron. He assaulted an officer, stole an officer's weapon, tried to run off, pointed a weapon at an officer, and got shot. Deservedly got shot. You fucking moron. How the fuck, in your dumb fucking drunk mind, think it's a good idea to wrestle a cop, try to resist arrest, take their fucking taser gun, point it at them, and think you're gonna come out alive? Holy fucking shit. What kind of retarded motherfucker thinks that's okay? You got dumbasses from fucking Rayshard Brooks' family like defending this motherfucker. You got the goddamn mayor of Atlanta having the cops step down. Like the police commissioner, all this shit that happened over the weekend. It's like, how the fuck do you not protect your law enforcement officers from the absolute bullshit that was happening? Rayshard Brooks is a fucking criminal. He's a piece of shit, regardless of race. If that was an Asian man drunk in a fucking Wendy's drive-thru and resisted arrest, did the same shit, I would have called him a fucking criminal scum. If that was a white dude, same shit. White woman, same shit. Asian woman, same shit. Hispanic woman, Hispanic guy, same shit. Don't fucking get at me with the black crap. Don't fucking try to guilt trip me on that shit. That ain't gonna work on me, motherfucker. All right? It's like Naruto and fucking Itachi, motherfucker. That Genjutsu shit don't work on me. The illusions don't fucking work on me, bitch. The fact of the matter is, Rayshard Brooks is a fucking criminal scumbag that deserved to be shot, and those officers have nothing to take responsibility for. They did their jobs. They kept everyone safe, but they're being punished for it. You fucking assholes, all right? And I'm talking about all you motherfuckers. You're conditioned to side with Brooks and wrongfully saying statements like, all police are hunting black people. Inherently incorrect statement with all the evidence and data and fucking common sense, eyes and observation. Like, how the fuck does that register in your goddamn heads, you goddamn fucking morons? I lose my fucking shit every goddamn day thinking about this. I do. Humanity is truly cursed with the weight of frivolous context and wasteful meaning. Literacy and logic be damned. Emotions and irrationality wins outright. It's fucking frightening. Why is that? Why do you suppose that is? Human beings aren't conditioned to be limited by the artificial constructs and arbitrary doctrines placed in our world. It's just simply not true. Human beings are capable of more than that. They're more than being just limited to what they are. They're much more than that. Yet, ominous forces within our reality have skewed that objective reality. And they force society to become primitive, tribalistic, and hostile to one another to further descend the world into chaos. Oh boy, conspiracy guy alert. You could call that shit conspiracy all you want. But follow where the money goes. Follow where the money goes. Have receipts. And when you see that shit for yourself, it's horrifying. what you actually find out. News networks, celebrities, athletes, politicians, and people who have never met you before want to divide and conquer the masses. You. The one listening to this or watching this shit. They want to control you. You're a fucking puppet. You're a goddamn slave. You're just a resource to them. These ominous forces are coercing an inherently false narrative and perpetuating guilt and fear to your brain to make you a slave, or really a cultist. This is how you create a mindless army to do your bidding and wreak havoc throughout the country. Think about Black Lives Matter. Do you know how many fucking times I had to sit here and flat out tell you folks, I don't care for Black Lives Matter. I think it's built on a complete lie, which it is, which it absolutely is. For a while, I don't know if they changed the website at all, but if you go to blacklivesmatter.com and click donate, it takes you to a website that is called secureactblue.com. Secure.actblue.com is a website that funds Democratic candidates. Yeah. It's called money laundering, kids. That's what this shit is. But you motherfuckers are too blind to see it. Or you just let your slave mind just be filled with orders from your masters. And that's not a race thing, bitch. You're all slaves. All of you. Right now. You haven't woken up. You're blaming the wrong people. You're going to the wrong war. You're not looking at the right enemy. Like these ominous forces, they do not give a shit about you. All right, these news networks, these celebrities, these athletes, these politicians, these people who have never met you before, who do not give a shit about you, they see you as a fucking weakness. They see you as a blight. They see you as controllable asset for the New World Order. Oh, that's ominous. It is ominous, bitch. It's already happening. It's been happening. You don't think all this fucking riot shit is a little too convenient when COVID-19 was a scare just a couple months back? You don't think that's a little bit too convenient? Like, ask the right questions, motherfuckers. All right? Because there are people who mince their words, who sprinkle it under democracy. But you can see right through it. They have a paper trail. They have a history. You think Biden gives a shit about you? You think Biden cares about black people? You think Nancy Pelosi gives a shit about Black Lives Matter? You think Clinton, Obama, and Bush and all those assholes, they care about you? They don't. They don't. You're a fucking sacrificial lamb. A sheep to the slaughter. And you motherfuckers are defending these fuckers. And you know what? I don't blame you. I can't blame you. I was under the same goddamn indoctrination spell, bro. All I can do now is show you guys that this is all an illusion. This is all fabricated fear. Like, fear porn has become the main genre of the news networks now. They strive off of that now. You know that? You watch CNN, MSNBC, ABC, and even Fox, man. I mean, you're going to have just perpetual fear porn 24/7. That's not the world. It's not. They're lying to you. Your celebrities that keep telling you, stay home. You know, everything's evil. Everyone's racist. We have to kneel. They're fucking lying to you. They don't care about you. You are a fucking pawn in this goddamn game that's already going on. Kids, I have lost a lot of sleep in June. I'll tell you why. I went seeking the truth. I don't know what the actual question was on myself. But I know that I wanted to create context and meaning in my life. And when I found that piece of truth for myself, it was horrifying. You saw the real depravity of humanity, and it makes you just not be able to sleep. But simultaneously, I saw something. Or someone. There are still forces within our reality that seek to destroy these global elitists, this new world order garbage that these communists keep pushing. They're not even communists. They're just fucking pieces of shit that want to fuck over your lives. And they can do it because they got money, power, and control. But there are forces that try to fight against them. And one man who isn't the most popular leads the charge against these evil fuckheads with just full dickishness. President Donald John Trump of the United States of America. In my eyes, he is the only man that seems to want to keep this country from falling into ruins. But you have the ominous forces just constantly gnawing at his heels with their army of mindless slaves to discredit everything this man does. But I believe it's not going to Trump stop. It's not going to Trump stop. Mix my words up there. You fucking overdramatic, stupid son of a bitch. I know. I mucked up my words. But listen. I believe none of this shit is going to stop President Trump from the ultimate goal, which is peace. Yeah, motherfuckers should be surprised. President Trump's ultimate goal for the United States is peace and to make America great again. There is no lie in that statement. But we'll continue that discussion for tomorrow. I got you, bitch! And I'll leave you with this. Ultimately, I believe President Donald J. Trump, will lead us through the chaos. Law and order. Next episode on the Sky Lounge, Yin and Yang. What does it mean and where the hell are we going with this in American politics and social issues? Calm down, bitch. All right? We'll get there when we get there. Right? Are we there yet? Shut up! We'll get there when we get there. And fuck you, Ice Cube. God damn it. I'm going to make a movie about kids in the car. All right, dude, why don't you fucking drive that car off a fucking goddamn bridge and never fucking return? How about that shit? Jesus. So angry. Shut up. All right? All right. All right, motherfuckers. I appreciate you dropping by this episode. Follow me at The Sky Lounge on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Music. And also check out The Sky Lounge on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Till next time, kids. Which is tomorrow. Fuck off.